And a top story at the hour, President Donald Trump has claimed a major diplomatic breakthrough is within reach to end the war with Iran. He says that both sides are on the verge of signing a peace agreement and called off fresh missile strikes on Iran for now. While Trump said a deal could be signed as early as this weekend, but Iran insisted that key decisions are still under review. And speaking at the White House, the U.S. president claimed a settlement with Iran could be signed within days.
We just made a great settlement of the war with Iran, and we're going to be subject to finalization of documents, which should get done over the next few days. We'll probably have a signing maybe in Europe. That the strait will officially open as soon as we sign, which could be soon, very soon, maybe over the weekend. In Europe, I won't be able to be there, but JD will be there, Vice President, and some of the people. Steve Witkoff did a great job. Jared.
Mr. President, on Iran, how confident are you that there will be a signing this weekend? Because you have come close to sealing a deal, but at the last minute it has fallen apart. And
it'll be soon, maybe this weekend.
And has the Supreme Leader approved this deal, sir?
I understand the answer is yes.
And when this deal is signed, is the United States going to immediately lift the blockade?
Yes, that's true. That's part of the deal.
And
you'll have oil prices dropping like a rock.
But Tehran is urging caution. Iran's foreign ministry says much of the agreement has been finalized, yet no final decision has been made. And officials say Iran will not compromise on what it calls its red lines. Listen to this.
Regarding the text and the overall understanding, whenever we conclude that it secures the interests of the Iranian nation, we will certainly announce it transparently. As I speak to you at this moment, we have not reached a final conclusion on this matter. This is a very important issue that is being reviewed by the relevant decision-making bodies.
Thanks,
A successful deal would mark the biggest diplomatic breakthrough since the conflict erupted 3 months ago. Washington's key demand remains unchanged. It is Iran must never acquire a nuclear weapon. Iran continues to deny it's pursuing one. Iran, meanwhile, is seeking the lifting of sanctions, access to frozen assets, and recognition of its control over the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz. The development comes after days of escalating tensions. Trump had earlier threatened severe military action against Iran and even raised the prospect of targeting Kharg Island. It is a hub that handles roughly 90% of Iran's oil exports. The president also claimed regional partners, including Israel and Gulf allies, had backed the negotiations. However, an Axios report said that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has not given a heads up before Trump's announcement. Netanyahu's office said Israel is not a party to the proposed memorandum. However, the statement added that Trump has vowed that any Iran-U.S. deal would include commitments to remove Iran's enriched nuclear material. It also welcomed the U.S. president's commitments on limiting Iran's nuclear and missile programs. Well, to discuss more on the West Asia crisis and developments, we're earlier joined by Lester Munson from Washington, D.C. He is a senior fellow at National Security Institute and co-head of the international practice at BGR Group, which is a leading government relations firm in Washington, D.C. Here's what we had to say on the developments. Take a listen.
Well, I am hearing through, at least my little network, that there's a lot of truth to what the president is saying. The Iranians have moved much closer to a deal with the Americans. It's not final yet, but it could be happening right now. It could be happening in the next few hours. One of the issues going on in these negotiations is it's very difficult for the U.S. side and the Iran side to communicate with each other. They have to use couriers. It's a very difficult logistical situation. So the exactly where we are in negotiations is hard to tell because things could actually have progressed well beyond what we're aware of. I suspect President Trump has the most up-to-date information, and he's being very optimistic for a reason. Having said that, we've heard similar things in the past, and we haven't quite had a deal. So there's still a little bit of mystery here.